So just wait, just hold on. This is a quick spoiler warning. This is based off the current chapter of Boku no Hero Academia, right? Chapter 285, and I'm just going to be discussing the aftermath of the scene and actually whether it's the death of Bakugou or not. If you enjoy, then you can just like subscribe to this channel. It's literally free, and if you don't want to, like, that's fine. You can always unsubscribe if you are subscribed. But anyways, let's get into it. So, in literally one of the most suspenseful cliffhangers in this series, we see Bakugou pulling a Sasuke-type move, jumping in front of a villain's attack instinctually in order to protect the main character under this excuse that, oh, my body moved on its own. Don't think too much of it, it just moved. But so, with this, right, it had everybody it had everybody speculating that this is actually the death of Katsuki Bakugou. And rightfully so. One of the attacks literally pierces him in between his chest. When I saw this literally 5 minutes before making this video, I was just like, well, damn, man's fucked up so soon. And honestly, it was a noble sacrifice to try and atone for himself as Izuku suppressor all of this time. But like, really, man's really fucked up his future in a big way, like in a very huge way. And now when I say that I do believe Katsuki Bakugou will survive this attack, it's most likely. I don't think the main character would just kill him off right now, and for reasons being, it's not really going to be emotionally stimulating. I mean, we'll all just be like, oh no, Bakugou's dead, and then you'll just get that one YouTuber, oh, he predicted this last year, and he's literally on his Twitter, he's just celebrating.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
But anyways, I feel like Bakugou will survive this attack, and then one of like 3 or 4 scenarios will carry out. Scenario 1 would just be Bakugou gets injured, and since it's not actually a gaping wound like what happened to Best Genius against All For One, Bakugou will just get healed by Recovery Girl, and then at the end of the battle is just like, yay, he's healed, now we move on. But I feel like that's like so boring, so it's like the least likely option. Now scenario 2, the injury causes Katsuki's mother to get so concerned that she actually does what Izuku's mom tried to do, and instead of quitting UA, she actually makes Bakugou quit being a hero overall. Now, reason why I say this is because not that long ago, like literally not a few chapters before this incident happened, we see like a flash scene of Katsuki's mom looking through a book of Katsuki's childhood memories, which I saw as some type of foreshadowing, because maybe it's just my mom, but I don't think moms just go around grabbing childhood memory books just at random times just to reflect on the cute baby boy. Now I think that at the end of this battle, once Mitsuki catches wind about this injury, by the way, Mitsuki is Bakugou's mom, if you didn't know that. But anyways, after Mitsuki catches wind of this injury, she will lose her shit more than Inko did. Again, Inko, Izuku's mom. Anyways, she will lose her shit more than Izuku's mom did, and she will do her best to convince Bakugou to quit being a hero altogether. And obviously everyone suspects that this will end up exactly like how it did between Izuku and Inko, with that whole heartfelt conversation and whatnot. But seeing as how hard-headed they both are, Bakugou, like Katsuki getting his hard-headedness from Mitsuki, I feel like this conversation will just be a little bit more chaotic, with like screaming left, right, and center. And then somehow Katsuki will just get whipped by his mom. He'll have no choice but to cave in. And considering how we know this retirement won't be permanent, because, well, I mean, we know how Bakugou is. We know how determined this guy is. We know he's determined to be number 1, but he's also determined to atone himself for what he thinks he did to All Might, since he thought, or he still thinks, that he is the reason why All Might had to retire. So we know Bakugou's not gonna sit down quietly for long. So probably he'll like quit for a while, and then come back after he's like just reflected and his mom has like calmed down. But I also feel like that's not really much of a possible opportunity. Like, it's not an actual scenario that could happen. It's just one to ponder on. So scenario 3, which is one I actually had like a discussion with someone in the comment section yesterday, in which he brought up the idea of Katsuki Bakugou ending up in a coma, which is actually an interesting theory. But before I like jumped on and I was like invested all my energy onto that theory, I was like, I had to go on Google and just quickly type what are the causes of a physically induced coma. And then all I got was just lack of oxygen. And then like other screens like, if the supply of oxygen to the brain is reduced or cut off. And I was like, this actually could be probable, since the attack that hit Bakugou pierced his lungs, and that could have reduced his supply of oxygen. Also, we have to consider the altitude and the conditions of the battle. Bakugou may have actually entered a coma, and this would have been interesting to the series because Bakugou has always been ahead. Instead, like, he's now starting to fall back behind his classmates. For example, when he failed the provincial exam for the first time. Now, imagine he went into a coma and came back like after a whole year. He would just be stuck in first year while everyone else is in second year. Now Bakugou strives even harder to try and surpass everyone who's an extra year in experience and education. Like, they just ahead of him now, and he's just behind all of them. This would just piss him off, and this would push him to be the best he could be. This push just might be what Bakugou needs in order to actually fully recognize his weakness and humble himself once more. Because remember when Endeavor asked Katsuki why he joined Endeavor's internship, Bakugou like states that he joined in order to find out what he cannot do, because this guy has a hard head. He has a big head. He thinks he can do everything. So now he just wants to find out, what can't I do? And I feel like this is the like equivalent of when Sasuke thought he was the shit until he got his cheeks clapped by Orochimaru and Itachi, and then he humbled himself and went rogue. But I don't think Katsuki will go rogue. Yeah, I doubt it. Katsuki won't go rogue, but Bakugou going into a coma even helps Izuku develop a stronger drive to protect everyone, thus making him rush his quirk development and then just grow even more as a hero, like just blitzing towards the position of number 1. So Bakugou technically needs to quote-unquote die for everybody else to grow. Honestly speaking, Scenario 4 is kind of a combination of Scenario 2 and 3, where Bakugou enters a coma, comes out after a year, his mom just spits hellfire at Bakugou for his recklessness, cries, then tells him to quit, and then this causes Bakugou's early retirement, hence the title of this video. So it's not really much to it, it's just very short because I don't want to waste your time when you can pretty much imagine what's gonna happen there. So anyways, like, this is my review on this is my review and my predictions. Well, not all of them are mine, but this is my review and my predictions on chapter 285 of Boku no Hero Academia. So you can let me know what you thought about it. Like, what did you think about the theory and also the scene? Because like, everybody truly believes Bakugou's dead. I feel so let me not even talk about how stupid I feel about making that Bakugou death debunk a year ago, because now I might be like, shit, I think I must take that shit down. But anyways, that's basically it, since I already asked you to subscribe in the beginning of the video. So this has been Biscord signing out. Bye.
Yeah.